Want to learn how to be summer ready in making your very own tube top? Come, let me show you how easy it is to go from fabric to a complete dress. Hi, welcome to the Creative Nest. I'm Catherine. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, welcome. I hope you like what you see and you subscribe for more. In today's video, I will share with you how to make this tube top dress easy. If that is something that you are interested in, then let's get sewing. This is the fabric that you would have seen in my fabric haul, and I will link that video in the description. It's such a beautiful fabric, so I'm going to take this fabric now and I'm going to create the tube top dress. So the same usual suspects. You will need your fabric, of course, this of some sort, measuring tape, your pins, chalk, scissors. I'm using my pinking shears. Because my serger is currently out of commission. Also, you will need some elastic, and that is 1-inch elastic. And of course, you'll need a matching thread, and that is about it. So let's get started. So I'm going to be using this dress that I got off Shein. I'm going to pin this dress down because I will be moving this whole thing because my space is not that big, so I'll be moving this up and down. My top begins to my waist is 12 inches. Begin a starting line, as always. All right, so I'm just going to use the tube top that I already did the last video to make it easier. All right, so I'm just going to stretch it. I'm using 1.5 inches, and that's for my casing that I'm going to use for my tube top. So let's just do that. All right, so good. I'm going to trace out this dress. Cut it. I'm going to add an inch seam allowance. You could always take away, but you can't add. So I want you to keep that in mind. And we're just going to go down the length of the dress. And we're just using what we have here. And again, I'm going to make my length 51 inches. I want to make sure that I have 51 inches. So I'm going to measure down until I get to my 51. So let's move this out of the way for a second. To my 51. 50. 50, 50. And I'm going to add 1 inch for seam allowance. So I'm going to square that out and cut that off because it's easier. All right, so let's cut that off. We're going to take this line straight down. So let's just put that straight down. Straight down, straight down. The front, I'm going to have on the fold, and the back, I'm going to put in 2 pieces. So I'm only cutting out 1 layer. It's going to be a little bit tricky, but I'm going to use the same piece, and I'm just going to add 1 inch. We're going to use our same piece that we just cut out. We're going to fold it in half. So let's pin it. We're adding 1 inch. I'm going to pin that down. All right, so now we could cut it out. Then we're going to slice the back in half. This is just for us to have a split in the back. You should have 3 pieces, 1 on the fold and 2 back pieces. All right, so this is your piece on the fold. And then these are your 2 back pieces. So now we can start sewing. Okay, so the last thing we need is our elastic, and all you have to do is measure around yourself to the comfortability that you want, just to make sure it stays on, it doesn't drop, because other than that, it has no other way to stay up. Okay, so for my split, I'm going to use, let's see, let's just say 14 inches. Make sure you're using a zigzag stitch because this is a knit. So make sure that you're using a zigzag stitch, back stitch at the beginning and at the end. 1/2 inch seam allowance. Your back is stitched together, and that is what you should have. Yay! Going to stitch the front and the back together at side seams, and then we are going to try on the dress and make any adjustments necessary. All of your problems, all of your pain, lay it down. We're going to stitch our side seams using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Okay, so now you can try on the dress and make any adjustments. So I'll do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I tried my dress on and the fit is good. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to create a channel for my elastic. So you're going to measure down. You want to make sure that the elastic is in there, but not too tight. So that is good because you want to make sure that you have space. So that is good. You just want to pin this straight around, and then you want to make sure leave opening so that you can feed your elastic through. So we're going to leave the gap in the back. So that is going to be the opening for our gap to feed our elastic in. So you're going to take this to the machine and you're going to stitch all around, and when you get right here, you're going to leave that open because you're going to use that gap to feed in your elastic. So let's do that now. Once I stitch that feed in my elastic, then I'm going to come to the bottom and I'm going to turn that over a quarter inch, and I'm going to stitch all around, and then I'm going to hem the bottom, and to hem the bottom, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. You want to make sure that it's straight all around, it's not lopsided. So now that you made sure it's straight, one over the other, and then you're going to do a couple stitches there, and then you're going to pull it to make sure it's even all around. So let's do that. What you're going to do, you're going to close up that same gap that we left. So let's do that now. Isn't she a beauty? This is the dress that I just finished sewing for you, and I like it. I think I am summer ready. I hope you are summer ready. Okay, so this is what is this? The tubetop dress that I created, and it comes together so easy. It's not complicated. Now, excuse my little food belly because I had 2 slices of pizza, so I do have a little food baby. No, I'm not pregnant. That's my food baby. And so this is the front, and this is the side, and this is the back. I hope that you have been inspired to create your very own tube-top dress so that you too can be summer ready. If you like what you see, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Come and join this beautiful family. I will see you in the next video. Be blessed. Bye.